What's going on, everybody? Thank you for coming through once again and hanging out with me. I'm Blocker 120, and this is Foam World Order. Today, I have another blaster from out of the collection, more pro style blaster for the 14 and up. Today, I have the Gameface Prime Ghost Havoc blaster from Crossman. This blaster was released in 2020 for a retail of around $84.99. This blaster came assembled, and it had a 15 dart capacity katana mag, and it came with 15 quick darts. No extra magazine, just the one magazine that came with it. And when the blaster came, it came with the barrel detached and the pump grip detached, the tactical handle detached, which you just connected with 2 Phillips screws right onto the bottom rail. The blaster has a top rail that you can add accessories to, depending on, I believe this top rail was a 21 millimeter Picatinny rail. The blaster has an adjustable stock that you can pull to adjust it, pull it out, and push it back in by pulling down this tab and sliding it right back in. It has a sling attachment, only one sling attachment. I'm not going to complain about that because having one sling attachment is better than having no sling attachment. So I'm not going to get upset about that. There's nothing to get upset about. The blaster doesn't have a jam door, but it has a wide open window where you can see inside and see darts as they're being chambered, or if you need to get them out the way. The blaster, when I was running this blaster, I was constantly getting issues with firing. I'm gonna say this blaster, maybe it's a bougie blaster, but it seemed like the darts, remember how I said dart condition, be aware of that? It seemed like the darts had any little slight wear to it or anything like that, it fired poorly in this blaster. This one specifically, the red one, did not like it. Knuckles right here, he did not like this blast. He did not like poor darts. He was being bougie. Sonic didn't go through too many times, but didn't have too many complications. So I'm thinking maybe this could be one of the blasters that got overlooked down the assembly line and didn't make it through. Conveniently enough, they actually feature serial numbers on these blasters, so I could say like this specific one right here was a bad one that came out. But when I went to go for the insurance claim for this blaster, they basically was like, oh, we could give you the credit. I got this one from Amazon for $30 on sale. They was like, oh, we could give you the $30 credit back. And I'm like, no, because the blaster now is $35 on Amazon. So for me to get the $30 credit back, I would still have to put money up towards getting another blaster versus I could just keep this one right here. Now, I did find some upgrades for this blaster. I'll include the description in the link. And when it comes time to upgrade or swap parts in this blaster, I mean, it is very, very simple. This blaster is possibly one of the easiest blasters that I've ever taken apart. And I gotta say, you just slide that barrel out. You unscrew that barrel with your hand. You got 2 thumb screws on either side of the blaster right there. 2 thumb screws that you can just use your fingers to undo. Like, this was a real cool blaster to play with. You pull out the oh, I'm sorry, I forgot this front plate right here. You put your thumb, you could put your thumb right underneath here, pull this bottom out, and then place your finger in this front here, and it pretty much pops off right there. Slide out your handle, take your front attachment off, quick side note, this front attachment has an end strike attachment, so you can attach it to any blaster that you have that features an end strike attachment. So if you want to change up and get a little more aggressive look to your blaster, you can do that. You will need to add the barrel after the fact. The barrel will not go in and work straight like that. Like, you will need to, oh, it's sitting in there right now, but I would still, I'm gonna just say I didn't try none of this beforehand. I'm actually just trying this now as I'm talking to you guys, as we hanging out, and it's in there. I don't have batteries in this one, so I don't know how that would work, but what I do have, I don't have batteries in this, so let me take this out. I do have, but it does fit. Back to disassembly. Sorry, I got sidetracked, but if you know by now, you know I'll get sidetracked. But this is very easy to disassemble. These pull pins right here, they pop right out. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant to mention, keep your blaster, keep the safety on your blaster when you're assembling or disassembling to avoid injury. Slide this right off. I never even took the magazine out, the short mag adapter. It comes with the short mag adapter, and the thing about it is this blaster will not chamber and shoot standard length darts, so it will only fire short darts. That is a drawback to this blaster, and it is a heavy blaster. It is a real feel weighted blaster. That is for sure. I can tell you that this blaster is very it has a very familiar weight. The handle on this blaster, it could have definitely used a textured grip, especially considering the weight of this blaster. And if you're going to be running this in the game, you're going to have it in your hands. Your hands are going to slip unless you add some form of texture. You wear a glove yourself or something to help you out with this grip. Other than that, it's going to slip. Good thing it has a sling attachment, so that way you can rest it when it's not in use. But I would have loved a nice grip on this. I like the way that it can be taken apart and get into the nitty gritty parts of this so easily, because if you're at an event and let's say you're running multiple FPS rounds where they're switching it up, or let's say you arrive at an event and you got yours beefed all the way up, and next thing you know, you're over the FPS capacity. You can easily, if you have other springs on hand, swap it out and get to it quick enough that you're not like, wow, I really gotta bust out a screwdriver, unscrew all of this, take this apart and everything. After putting on the handle with a Phillips head screwdriver, you no longer need any tools to access anything that you need on this blaster. No longer. Unless you're going to switch out the handle again, which I plan on doing, because as you know, I do not like these handles as much, but it is what it is. But this is a pretty cool blaster, even though I'm a little bugging. I almost forgot to put the spring. This is a cool blaster. Like I said, even though I feel like it was being a little bougie. Like, it always wanted fresh darts. Like, when it was not fresh darts, it was not firing properly. Not even not firing properly. The blaster was spitting them out in disgust, like a few feet away from me. Now, this blaster advertises up to 130 feet per second. I didn't use my chrono because I'm going to tell you guys, the chrono I have here, I ordered from Amazon, the E9800. I would not recommend getting this for testing dart blasters. After using it multiple times and with with blaster after blaster, it is too much of a hassle. The diameter, simply because the diameter of the hole is too small, and darts would ricochet off the inside too many times, and it was too much of a hassle. So I'm gonna be getting myself a new chrono. So until then, I'm not gonna give you any details about speeds. I will give you what they advertise for the blaster, but I won't give you personal experience with different darts until I get another chrono, because I do hang out with you guys for fun, but I do like giving you some facts, and if I give you facts, I want them to be facts, not miscalculated numbers or nothing like that. So I do apologize, and I do always tell you, run your own tests, because every dart will hit different in different blasters, and it's always going to come down to the condition of your darts. But like I was saying, this blaster is very fun. It is quick to get inside, get in this blaster and swap out what you need to swap out. So much so that I would like to see a contest of people who own these, or videos of people who own these doing speed breakdowns. How fast are you breaking down your How fast can you break down your Gameface Prime Ghost Havoc blaster? I'm gonna say all of that because they put all of that in there, so I feel like, put some respect on their name. So I'm gonna say all of that. They put that, they added that into their name. I'm gonna give them that. But how fast can you assemble and disassemble and then reassemble your blaster? I feel like that would be a very dope contest. So if anybody has them in the comments, let me know if you have them. We could probably do something, make a little contest of it, probably have a prize and everything, Like I said, I'm new, so my prize isn't going to be like, oh, wow, that's an amazing gift. Like, nah, it's going to be like, thanks for participating, and here's a blaster. I hope you like this blaster that I picked out. There may be plenty of blasters out there in the sea, but this one was mine, and I'm giving it to you as a contest prize winner for your skill and talent. See, I was losing my own contest because I was having difficulty right there with a simple part, because it's like, I don't know, maybe I can't walk and chew bubble gum. But it's a pretty dope blaster nonetheless. Like I said, I was getting ready to send it back, do the insurance thing, but I would have not gotten another blaster without putting more money into it. And I'm like, for all of that, I could just put money towards getting parts to upgrade it. And as easily as it is to upgrade, it's worth keeping. But drawbacks on it is, like I said, I feel like it only likes new darts. So you have to keep it. I feel like if that's the case, it may not be. Let me know in the comments. You might have different experience with it. But if that's the case, I have to keep a steady supply of new darts, steadily make sure I'm keeping my darts in good storage and everything like that. And I am just not that person. I'm not that person to be on top of it like that at all. But moving forward, the blaster is a pump action single shot blaster, spring powered. The blaster does not have slam fire. So that right there, if you thought that was going to work, no. It will mimic like it does, but in the process of trying to slam fire, what you're actually doing is loading more darts into the barrel, and that will just give you a horrible experience. You will literally have to take the magazine out and fire out whatever's left in there, clear the entire barrel before you can go. This is not a blaster that does well with loading in 2 at a time, as you would see with other blasters like Adventure Force, like that. This does not do that. This is more like, I guess, for precision. This sling attachment is good, but if you are one, and this is a heavy blaster, mind you, so if you're one of those Nerf ninjas and you want to hang upside down or something, or from obstacles and run this, I don't suggest this. This will swing around. You will notice this on you carrying this. This is a heavy blaster. It is a couple pounds. So the included katana mag, you can load the katana mags either way. They will load. Why they do that, I don't know, because the blasters can only fire in one direction. So I don't see the reason why my magazine can load either way that I put it. It doesn't make no sense. It would make some sense if there was an attachment to make it a flip clip. Then I could be like, all right, I got you, because then I like that option. I could turn it any which way I would like to have it. Cool. But moving forward, we're going to load this up. Simple prime back. You have to prime back to load your magazine, because the pusher comes all the way, the breech comes all the way across, and it will not allow you to load without that. But once you are primed, it will let you pull back again and push another one in, but I do not recommend it, because like I said, it is a horrible shooting experience. The darts will go nowhere if you do it that way. But when everything is loaded properly, see, those if they're not even coming out the way they should, that's definitely not 130, because they're not brand new darts. This is a bougie blaster. It wants to have brand new stuff. It does not like leftovers. It will not crack open the Tupperware in the refrigerator. So that right there is a drawback for me. Also, the included katana magazine, let's just get to it. The included katana magazine, when you get to the last shot, it will allow you to still prime the blaster forward. And you risk dry fire. Now, if you take a Adventure Force, this is a Pro Mag. Let's see, I don't want to run all those shots through there, because I don't want to keep hitting in the microphone like that. I don't even need to run any shots through this footage. I just want to show you that at the last one, it will get... Yeah, and this is why my darts be in the condition that they're in. But the Adventure Force magazines, because their pusher sits up just a touch higher than the katana mags, it will stop you from priming it back forward when you have no more darts loaded in there. So I would suggest to you, even if you decide to run this, I wouldn't even use these katana mags with the included katana mags just for that. So, because this way automatically lets me know, because I'm not going to keep looking into this open window to see if I'm priming darts. I'm trying to look at what I'm trying to take out. I'm trying to tag somebody out, or I'm trying to, tag somebody, one of the family members that locally in the house and stuff. And, at my brother's house, I'll play with this, because his house is a lot larger than my apartment. So indoors, this is not an indoor blaster for small spaces. I will tell you that much. Unless you're using a bunch of old darts, then, they just spit them out all over the floor. They're not even going anywhere. But I would definitely use the Adventure Force magazines instead in this, because of the fact it will let me know, without me having to focus on it, that it's time for a new magazine. That is a great feature. That, and I like the ease of how well you can get into it and break down this blaster. Other than that, with the price tag, I feel like it's a good price tag. If right now it's $35, I'm gonna include it in the description as well, a link to Crossman. Right now they currently have a bundle where you get both blasters, 2 magazines each, and a pair of goggles each, and a box of 100. I mean, a package of 100 quick blue quick darts and a package of 100 red quick darts for, I believe it was roughly 105 or 107. Now that is a good deal, I believe, because when you think about it, the quick darts, they are expensive as far as darts go. They are about, on the website at Crossman, they were about $18 for 100 of them, and the magazines were about $15 a magazine. So to get a bundle pack for $105 to $107 with 2 blasters, 4 magazines, 200 quick darts, 2 pairs of goggles, that would be a good deal to me. That would be something to consider. Separate buys? No, I wouldn't really separate buys. Now, fun-wise, like, I feel like this is a nice, fun blaster, but I wouldn't run around with it so much because it's heavy, and for its performance, there's lighter blasters that I can use that have a great performance. But at the same time, I like collecting things, and to have one for the price tag. If you can go under $40 and have one, I would do it. It's a fun blaster. It's a cool blaster. The bougie aspect of the blaster, I know Gameface is gonna be releasing another blaster coming out. I hope that bougie aspect of it is fixed, that it's not like I want to be so precise that I'm not taking nothing that's left over. I'm not going in the Tupperware. I hope they fix that. But if not, it's okay. But in the meantime, in between time, as always, thank you guys again for coming through and hanging out with me. This was episode 5 of Foam World Order. I really appreciate it. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share. Excuse my off the wallness and left and right. You know, I do that sometimes. I have that issue. But, you know, I like hanging out with you guys, and I appreciate it. Thank you.